for tuning in today, guys. I'm Blitz with the Survival Outpost. I hope everybody is psyched for the holidays. I know I am. You know, I'm located here in Florida, so not exactly seeing much snow, but you know, we do what we can, you know, to make it more Christmassy. But anyways, this is my Christmas edition video for my everyday carry pack. I've retired that Vertx Commuter that I had previously, and now I'm rolling with the Nash. Now this pack is a new offering on the market by a company called Fixsolve. I just kind of stumbled on them by accident, hooked up with the owner, and I got the pack in for review. So I've been running this pack for about the last 3 weeks, everyday carry, back and forth to work, out in the city, out with the family, out in good conditions and bad conditions, and quite honestly, I've been out in good condition, quality, and design. Out in good condition have something to do with the fact that it's literally constructed from 1000D Cordura, so it's basically bomb-proof. Now, in my opinion, maybe it's not the most attractive bag on the market with the most bells and whistles. It's kind of like my Glock, you know, it's rugged, reliable, maybe not so pretty, but it gets the job done, and I can rely on it to do what I need it to do when I need it. And that's really, for a bag like this that is designed for the urban nomad, the traveler, that's what you want. So let's go ahead and jump into the review, starting now. Okay, let's go ahead and get started by looking at the outside of the bag. Right here we see 2 rows of MOLLE webbing constructed from seatbelt material, which is nice and flexible. It makes it easier to weave pouches in here, and then definitely check out, look at that over stitching there. So you know these things are definitely not going to tear out anytime soon. Heavy duty grab handle, rugged design. Once again, turning the bag around, you see we got 2 heavily padded straps here, 2 D-rings, fold them back. You see we got these padded panels right here. And this literally makes a pack the most comfortable everyday carry pack I've ever worn. It's probably that middle piece that goes across. I'm not quite sure, but either way, it's super solid and super comfortable, and I just love wearing it. And then here we see Duraflex buckles for the sternum strap, clips right in, good to go. Moving on to the front of the pack, you're going to see that there is a sealed zipper here in the lid. This whole, that interior pocket is pretty deep. I stuff a lot of stuff in there. You know, I have my USB headphones in there. I have extra camera batteries. You know, sometimes I'll toss my sunglasses in there, whatever. It's easy access, and that zipper is super sealed up, and it's also operational one hand only, which is a nice touch. Now, flipping the bag down on its side here, you see this big old sealed zipper right here, which provides access to the laptop compartment. Now in here I got my HP Elite book. It's perfect fit, 15 by 6, and then there's also another pouch right there for something like a tablet. And then obviously look at that Cordura label right there, and then also the attachment point is heavily overstitched. Looking on the bottom of the pack, once again guys, this is constructed out of 1000D Cordura. I put this in puddles and water, and I haven't had any seepage issues, but I think maybe in the future they could improve this a little bit by adding that type of material used for dry bags. The material name is escaping me right now. You guys probably know, but maybe adding that in the bottom with a couple drain holes might improve the build a little bit. Who knows? But for now, I mean, I haven't had any issues. Flipping the bag around, we see that there is compression straps, 2 on each side, and there's also a slip pocket. And then, of course, with the compression straps, I don't know if you're like me, you got a little bit of OCD going on. You like to keep your straps nice and organized, and the Velcro strap keeper that you see there takes care of that, no problem. Now on the other side, in the other slip pocket, I have my water bottle, which I have stuffed in my my Move water filters. Now, both of these water filters are designed for the urban environment to deal with, you know, filtering out heavy chemicals and things of that nature. Now let's go ahead and open up this outer compartment, the only one that's here. Now, I got my Safari Ultra Sharp binoculars in here. I love these things, you know. Steiner, I mean, the name speaks for itself. You know, I use these actually quite a bit in the urban environment. They've come in really handy. You might not think that to be the case, but it really is. You know, a lot of times I'm dealing with traffic issues and wrecks on my, you know, commute home from work or wherever, and I actually I don't know when it was, maybe it was last week, but I was stuck in traffic, like deep stuck in traffic, you know, cop cars flying by, ambulances, fire trucks. I knew there was a bad wreck up in front of me. I just didn't know where it was and couldn't see it. So I jumped out of my car, pulled out the binos, and that enabled me to see what was going on, and then I chose a different route. So having the binos on you in an urban environment for your everyday carry is just something that I've learned that is actually quite useful. Now, I love non-lethal options. You know, I would, you know, maybe it's, you know, more badass to, you know, carry a gun around and say, I'm just going to pop anybody who, you know, messes with me, who I feel is a threat to my life. But having the pepper spray on you as a non-lethal option is always nice to have. All right, let's go ahead and get into the main compartment. Here again, it's important to note that all the plastic hardware on this pack is made by Duraflex, which is one of the highest end plastic buckle suppliers in the world. Now this interior bag right here is constructed from 330D Cordura. Tough stuff. We got my electronics organizer. You guys have seen this before. This is an essential to keep all of my gear, you know, powered up and all that kind of good stuff. It got some wired headphones in there, got a battery charger, and, you know, all the stuff to keep the devices up and running. Next, you got charger for the laptop, kind of a must-have. Mic for my camera. Got a poncho in here, you know, my Snugpak poncho. It's perfect for, you know, the urban environment. Maybe it should be black. I don't care. It's green, whatever. It's all good. I'm not trying to make a shelter out of it. It's just really just to protect from the elements. Now, moving on to the contents of this organizational panel inside the main compartment. I have my tried and true Gerber tactical pen with the integrated glass breaker on the end. I have a Sharpie in case I'm in the bathroom and I want to write some cool messages on the walls. You know, you never know, you know, you get inspired, you know, it is what it is. So Sharpie's good to go. Also, obviously, got some batteries. Can't go wrong with that. 4 AA in there. Now, multi-tool. You know, thank you so much, TSA, for protecting myself and the rest of the world by taking my SOG multi-tool. It is what it is. It was my own stupidity. I had forgotten in the bag. So now I'm down to 1 multi-tool, but it's a good one. You know, it's kind of a mid-level Leatherman multi-tool. It has all the stuff I need on it. Probably my only complaint about it is it's so shiny. That kind of bugs me a little bit. But, you know, apart from that, it's a great multi-tool. Hoping for Christmas to get a Leatherman mutt. We'll see. Those are, I think those are, what are they going for? About 90 to 100. So a little pricey, but, you know, hopefully Santa will be nice and bring me another multi-tool, because 1 is none and 2 is 1. Don't ever forget that. Moving on to the flashlights, I carry 2. The first one is my Streamlight. I've had this for years. It's a simple operation right there on the tail switch, and that's it. The more fancy light is my Olight S2R Baton 2, which is USB rechargeable, magnetic cap on the end, and just a really solid flashlight. You guys know I love Olight products. Got a Bic lighter, can't go wrong with that. Always carry 1. Now, smaller multi-tool, also made by Leatherman. And this is nice for more detailed work. You know, it has all the little bits and pieces that you might want out of a multi-tool of this size. It's the Style PS. It's a nice little handy tool. And then I just decided to throw a big ass knife in here. This is my SOG knife. I bought this as my first survival knife way back in the day. You can see I really haven't used it much. It's a solid knife though, and you know, I think it's cool for the urban environment to have a large blade like that on you. You never know when you might need it. I also right here carry the knife sharpener. This little pouch on the exterior of the sheath is pretty nice. You can put whatever in there. Knife sharpener is what I threw in there. Another detail to point out here, guys, is this this hanger right here. You know, obviously you can attach whatever to it, maybe some keys. You know, who knows? But there is that option right there. And then the other thing that I don't know how did I miss showing this, but here's a picture. There is a zippered compartment directly behind this this organizational panel, and I have, you know, a notepad in there and some other things that make sense to fit in that zippered area. Okay, let's go ahead and move on and check out my IFAK. This is the VanQuest Fat Pack, and it lives up to its name. It's pretty damn fat. I have it packed out with everything I would need for a major or minor medical event. Having a look at the front of the pouch, you see there's some Velcro there on the front. On the side, there's my shears attached with this Velcro retention strap. It's a nice little touch. This over, got other straps on the side, and that obviously is securing my tourniquet. On the bottom, there's a couple little hooks. On the back, same thing, and it's also constructed of Cordura once again. Heavy duty stuff. There's a pull handle right there. You can choose to use that to open the pack or whatever. But you know, you can also use the zippers like I'm doing. Open it up like that. It's Velcro attachment at the top. And then it just opens right up and sits on its own, which is nice. Got ace bandage there. And then on that panel, you know, got C-locks, stero strips, bandages, and eye drops, you name it. In this area, I got a few different odds and ends. This is designed obviously for a bad situation, the advanced clotting gauze. This stuff is good to go. I've packed out all my medical kits with this. It's simple and easy to use. Directions on the back make me feel really confident I could use this in an emergency situation. Also, got a chest seal. There's actually two of them. I'm only showing you one right now. And yeah, this is also simple and easy to use instructions, 4 steps on the back. Still, you know, making me feel confident I could use this and apply it, and the you know, the patient, whether that's myself or somebody else, could survive until actual professional medical help shows up. Now here in this webbing, you know, I got some tweezers there, got some over-the-counter meds, wet wipes, Kerlix bandage roll, and yeah, that pretty much, I think that pretty much covers it. For the interior of the pack, there's also some medical gloves stuffed in there as well. And then it just zips back up, surprisingly easily, considering how packed out it is. And that's pretty much it. Zip up both sides and secure the top right there with Velcro, and that's it. It's good to go. And you can also see that webbing on the back. You could attach this to a MOLLE compatible platform. All right, well, it's time for me to get out of here. Stuff everything back into the pack. Secure that top lid with those Fastex buckles, and that's it. I'm headed home. Okay, so that's it, guys. You've seen the bag. Now let's go ahead and talk about some of the improvements that possibly they could make on the bag. And there's really not much to mention in my mind. The biggest thing probably was when I had it out in some rainy conditions. I put it down on the ground, you know, whether it was pavement or grass, and I have a feeling that if I left it there for a period of time, or like, you know, dunked it in a puddle or something like that, I might have a problem with some water seeping in through the bottom. So maybe in a future design, they could go ahead and maybe put some of that dry bag material on the bottom, you know, that thick kind of PVC-ish material. Put that on the bottom, and that's not only going to protect the bottom from abrasions and getting busted up, but it's also going to make that 100% waterproof. So apart from that, the only other thing I can really think about is access to that interior organizational panel. You know, it took me a little time to get used to it, because quite honestly, I'm used to having the org panel, you know, on the outside in like a zippered compartment, not in that main compartment. Now the reason behind this makes perfect sense, right? Let's say you're in a crowded environment, you're in an urban area, there's, you know, lots of people around you, and having those items stored in the outer compartment of your pack kind of is a security risk, right? People can easily creep up behind you and access that, pull stuff out real quick. Keeping everything inside that main compartment literally, I mean, means you have to unclip the lid, peel it back, open it up, and then get in there, right? So the only thing I can think of to improve access for the actual wearer of the pack would be to maybe put like some sort of sealed zipper on the side, maybe, you know, a quarter length of the height of the main compartment, so you can kind of do like a side zip and fold it back just a little bit, but keeping that zipper nice and concealed the same way they have that flap over the top of that that compartment up front. So aside from that, I really can't say anything else in terms of improvements for the bag. I love the bag. It's super comfortable. That padding on the back, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's that strap that goes across, or you know, it's the actual shoulder straps. I'm not quite sure, but it is literally the most comfortable pack I've ever worn. And as you guys can see, you know, I've had it out a lot, and I packed it literally slam full, as much as I could stuff in there, and it's still really comfortable. And I've worn it for an extended period of time, being out on foot in downtown Jacksonville. So apart from that, guys, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think of the pack. Hit me up with any questions. And the best thing about this is right now, thanks to the holiday season, you can actually save a big amount on this pack with the discount code that I have down in the description. I'm also going to pin a comment. If you like this video, make sure to comment, share, and all that kind of good stuff. It helps with the metrics, and it helps the video get seen, brings in more subscribers, and makes the experience a hell of a lot more collaborative. So with that being said, happy holidays to everybody. I hope you enjoy it however you celebrate, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.